Refined breakfast Sammys that'll make you feel like a celebrity.
Some guy came back and said, "This is the best breakfast sandwich I've ever had." And he really meant it.
Find out where you can wake up to a bite of Ruth Bacon Ginsburg. Then, I can't place the face, but the name rings a bell.
I'm Jay Craig, and I am the Ballard Bellkeeper.
This guy's no ding-dong. Refined investigates the hidden past of the Ballard Bell. Plus, get spruced up for spring.
Oh, I think I'm in love with these.
Find out how you can improve your wardrobe and change lives of women across the globe all at the same time. Seattle Refined starts now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, we consider ourselves food truck connoisseurs on this show. We have profiled and tasted a lot of food trucks here on Refined. If you can cook it on wheels, we have probably tried it. But our Refined team recently stumbled upon a new food truck that serves up a little something we've never seen before, a side of inspiration.
On a dreary Seattle morning, it may take a lot to brighten your day. But if you walk by Sunny Up Food Truck in Denny Park, a big breakfast sandwich might just do the trick.
Have a great morning.
Yeah, I know of spots in other cities where this is already like a concept, and it totally kills.
So far, so good.
I love it.
Chef Andy recently opened up Sunny Up with her partner Tara, hoping to corner a food truck market that doesn't really exist in Seattle.
Honestly, there aren't any, there's a handful of places that do breakfast sandwiches. They might have one or two, but there's not a good egg sandwich or a breakfast sandwich out there in the city. We've got Chris.
They're so good.
So we wanted to do breakfast, and so trying to come up with something that Seattle is particularly lacking, egg sandwiches is it. So here we are, making egg sandwiches. I've been cooking for over 20 years. My last position was right across the street at the Pan Pacific Hotel. I wanted to do something that was a little more casual, that I'd be able to interact with my customers. There you are. Thanks, have a great day. What better way to do that than in a food truck?
Serving breakfast isn't the only thing that makes Sunny Up unique. You also get a side of female empowerment.
We definitely wanted to pay tribute to women that have inspired us.
And we made this giant list, just off the top of our heads, musicians, athletes, and then brought it together. Ruth Bacon Ginsburg, Mia Hamm, Strong Klein, Frida Avocado, and your Sausage Patty Smith.
The Ruth Bacon Ginsburg and the Sausage Patty Smith are probably our most popular. My favorite's the Mia Hamm, just the classic ham, egg, and cheese.
And so yeah, I'm hoping to score a goal with the Mia Hamm today. No better way to name your food than after awesome women of history and modern history.
If the names don't get you, Andy and Tara promise the taste will.
We found this Calera roll, which is almost like it's a Mexican, but it's kind of like French bread, soft. But you can get a nice crisp on it and holds well with the egg yolk and the aioli, so I love it. Our best customers at 6 a.m. are the construction workers. Because they're on their way to their site. Some guy came back and said, "This is the best breakfast sandwich I've ever had." And he really meant it. And he said, you know what, even if we didn't make money that day, it was worth it to hear that. It made our day.
To learn more about how you can visit Sunny Up, head to SeattleRefined.com.
One of Seattle's most talked about burger joints is on the move.
Katsu Burger just announced it'll open a 5th location in Ballard. Katsu is, of course, world famous for its deep-fried burgers and fresh fries with exotic dipping sauces. The new Katsu will move into the former home of Skillet in Ballard and will also include a sushi bar. It's expected to open this summer. And while in Ballard, why not indulge your sweet tooth at Hood Famous Bake Shop? Hood is practically legendary for its cheesecakes, which come in some pretty unusual and mouthwatering flavors, including Vietnamese coffee, white chocolate guava, and something called ube, which I'm told is a purple yam. Log on to our website to check out the full gallery.
While you're there, check out some of our new Refined house porn.
This $2.5 million Asian-inspired home in Edmonds is a real showplace. Besides the charming courtyard and killer views, this 4,200 square foot dream home also boasts 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a tennis court, and a Japanese-style dining area. It's definitely one of a kind.
Speaking of one of a kind, I have a really unique job. Not a lot of people get paid to do the kind of fun stuff I get to do on this show. But when it comes to unusual, my job does not hold a candle to one we recently discovered in Ballard. Refine's John Prentice introduces us to the Ballard Bellkeeper.
What do you know about this bell?
I know that it's the bell in the middle of Ballard.
You know, actually, I think I read one of the plaques years ago, but I don't remember.
Honestly, not a ton, which is really embarrassing. I know there's a plaque, and I haven't read it. That's so bad. I know. I'm not proud. I'm not proud. What do you know about the bell?
What do I know? I know a guy who knows all about it.
I'm Jay Craig, and I am the Ballard Bellkeeper. It chimes the hour on the hour, you know, so, it rings 11 times at 11 and, twice at 2 o'clock and all that. It rings from 9 in the morning till 9 at night.
But it wasn't always that way. For a long time, this bell was silent. And everyone knows
there's nothing worse than a bell that just doesn't ring,
Okay, let's start at the beginning.
Ballard was an independent city from 1890 to 1907.
And like any respectable city, Ballard had a city hall with a bell. This bell, it rang loud and proud for years. But then,
there was a very close vote, and Ballard ended up becoming part of Seattle.
On May 30th, 1907, this bell rang to announce Ballard was no longer an independent city. After that, the bell sat silent, and Ballard City Hall was repurposed.
It was a jail, it was the police precinct.
After an earthquake in 1965, the former City Hall was deemed unstable and torn down. Now it can only be seen in photos, like these at what some call Ballard's unofficial City Hall, the Ballard Smoke Shop. Very fitting indeed. The bell was stowed away for decades, and eventually a few passionate Ballardites rallied the community to build this bell tower at the site of the old Ballard City Hall, complete with the original pillars from the building's entryway. But it still didn't ring.
It was kind of weird, you'd always had this bell tower here, but the bell never went off.
I walked by it for years and years. I've lived in Ballard a long time. Never had occurred to me that it didn't ring or it should ring.
One person who noticed the bell didn't ring was longtime Ballard resident Bertha Davis, quoted as saying, "A bell makes you feel alive." She was 97 years old at the time and said she wanted to hear it ring one last time, and in 2011, Ballard made her wish come true.
Bertha Davis wanted to hear the bell ring again, and they asked me if I had any thoughts on it, and so we just did it. This is the electronic control. You program it over here, and that determines when it rings. Okay, so it's going to ring for about a minute.
It's pretty loud.
It is very loud, yeah. It's a little electromagnet that once it gets the power, it sucks it in there and it swings that ball. Creates a very loud noise.
Seattle's kind of rapidly changing, especially Ballard is rapidly changing, so it's pretty cool that they have a original piece of history there.
It's beautiful. It's a really special piece in the neighborhood, and I think I can't imagine not having it around.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
Do you have an unusual job we should know about? Drop us a line at hello@seattlerefined.com and let us know. Seattle Refined is just getting started.
We don't get enough opportunities in modern life to dress up and do this anymore.
It's a local celebration where cycling and style collide for a trip in the Wayback Machine. And speaking of dress up, what the well-dressed mutt will be wearing to ward off spring showers. Next.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. You know what they say, April showers bring May flowers, and they also offer your pooch an opportunity to look stylish in the rain.
When it comes to canine couture, our refined stylists are always on the ball. That's why they've come up with the Post 7-Dog raincoats to kick spring into high gear. From budget looks to high-end accoutrement, we've got something for every budget and breed of rover. To check it out, log on to our website.
So I think it's pretty clear, Refined loves keeping up on the latest style trends, but we found a local woman whose passion for fashion is more than a hobby, it's her purpose. Refined's Malia Karlinski has the Fashion 411.
Hi, welcome to Purpose. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good.
At Purpose Boutique in Kirkland, customers are greeted with a smile and an array of fun, fashionable clothing and accessories. The business started in 2013 when Christy Johnson decided to follow her bliss.
Just putting together things, making people look beautiful, it's just a passion I've always had.
We asked her to give us a scoop on the hottest trends.
So I'm so excited because spring's here and we can finally wear some fun spring fashion. Can you show me some of your favorite looks? I will. Okay, I'm going to show you this first. This is just a black and white striped little sweater. You can make it even brighter with, you know, accessories. And then I would say definitely pair a fun pair.
Oh, I think I'm in love with these.
Embroidered denim. So this is just a really fun embroidered top. And then you've got the ruffle sleeve, and it's a little peplum at the bottom. Here is a lovely spring sweater. It's got the embroidery. It's got lemons on it.
That's adorable. And I love the statement sleeves, right?
Statement sleeve is really big.
Sure, this store features the latest looks, but there's a much bigger purpose here.
We say how you shop can change a life, and what that looks like for us is 1% of every sale goes directly to Rescue Freedom International, which is an organization that helps free women from sex trafficking.
They also help women in need support their families.
So we carry about 25 different empowerment brands, and they're actually made, the products are made by former victims, so then these women all have dignified work and they're able to provide for themselves and get out of that lifestyle.
At this boutique, they cater to their customers, like Shelby, who wants to be on trend but doesn't have much time.
I'm a young mom to 3 kids, and so I am looking for some outfits that would help me to feel together but are still very functional.
Oh, totally. We also love to style and shop at Purpose. Let's go take a look around. We have some really fun new spring things.
Awesome.
Shelby, I pulled a room for you. If you want to come here, I'll just walk you through a little bit, just some easy. I did grab you white denim, which I know feels like a little crazy, but sometimes it's fun to have some date night look. This is a really fun sundress. You can use flat sandals, super easy. The detail makes it so that you don't have to put anything else on with it if you don't want to. And then this is my personal favorite, not without my coffee, because you're a mom. Okay, what do you think?
I love this. This shirt,
oh my gosh,
it kind of speaks to my soul.
It's really funny and so cute. I love the pink. I love this denim jacket. It can go with a ton of different stuff. Do you have a good denim jacket yet?
I think I will now.
For owner Christy Johnson, helping others is always in style.
I think empowering women is one of the greatest things we can do as women, and if you use business for good, I think that it can really change the world.
Malia Karlinski, Seattle Refined.
Purpose Boutique has locations in Kirkland, Tacoma, and Silverdale. For more information, head to SeattleRefined.com. Coming up, a pot pie so good it'll make your taste buds explode. And a 2-wheel trek back to a more genteel time.
Welcome back to Refine. I'm Gard Swanson. Little known fact, today, April 3rd, is actually National Tweed Day.
So when you hear the word tweed, a lot of folks think about Boss Tweed, the legendary New York political tyrant of the 1800s. And then there's Shannon Tweed, the former playmate, actress, and wife of Kiss tongue bandit Gene Simmons. And how could we forget Looney Tunes star Tweety Bird? But make no mistake, today we are saluting tweed the fabric. And it just so happens Refine's John Prentice discovered an event that calls attention to tweed through fashion and fitness.
So today is the 3rd annual Tweed Ride. We invite people to come out and dress up in vintage clothing, very fine clothing, bring their vintage bikes if they have them, bring a picnic in a basket, spread a blanket, and we provide tea and scones and other treats for them to enjoy. And then once they finish their repast, they can recreate with badminton or with croquet.
Tweed rides are an international phenomenon. People around the globe don their dandiest tweed outfits and scoot about on their cycles in search of afternoon tea. The first of these most civilized events occurred in London, of course, and now there's one in Snohomish.
Well, I'm out here taking part of the Snohomish Tweed Ride from downtown Snohomish to right here, Machias Park. About a 6-mile ride, and it was a beautiful ride, sunny day, cool enough to our tweed, a little warm in the sun.
This is my 2nd year for the Tweed Ride, to ride this, and I think it is the oldest bike here today. This is a 1948 Huffman made by the Dayton Company. It's a 3-speed. This is actually the original bicycle license from Seattle, dated 1948. They don't make bikes like this anymore, and there's probably a reason why, because this is very heavy.
After tea, these merrymakers took to croquet and some very competitive badminton.
The badminton was awesome, except for the sun was in our eyes. Unfair, and they also had the breeze in their back.
So they're cheaters?
Oh, absolutely.
No, I don't think so. We just made sure we didn't have the sun in our eyes. If that's cheating, I think that's just smart team play.
People like dressing up. We don't get enough opportunities in modern life to dress up and do this anymore.
What do you think of my suit?
Well, is it tweed? Is it even tweed?
I don't know. What is tweed?
It's kind of that woven. It's got, you know, different colors.
Does it feel itchy enough to be tweed?
Well, we'll just call it. I mean, I'm not wearing tweed. I couldn't find any tweed.
You gotta go to the thrift store.
I went there.
Nothing.
I couldn't find anything.
Maybe next year.
Maybe. But this works, right?
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
To learn more about the Snohomish Tweed Ride, check out the website. We'll be right back, but first, check out a refined, shareable moment of the day. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, we cover a lot of food trends here on Refined, and while popular styles of cuisines come and go, there are some dishes that are just classics. Take the chicken pot pie, for instance. It never goes out of style. But as I learned on a recent visit with my BFF Heather Earnhardt at the Wandering Goose Cafe, there's a pot pie, and then there's a loaded pot pie. So Heather, what's the deal here? We've been up here so often.
Yeah.
I've never seen this many ingredients for anything we've cooked.
This is for our pot pie. It's our loaded chicken pot pie.
And this recipe is a homemade recipe, right? This is kind of yours.
It's mine, and it's in the cookbook too.
All right, let's get busy.
We're going to start with butter first, or just yellow onion or sweet onion. We have a 1 leek chopped up here.
Throw them in.
Add some celery. I'm going to add the carrots. Time for the potatoes. You can see our vegetables are getting soft, so we're going to coat our vegetables in the flour.
Is that good?
A little bit more. That's good. Yep. Okay, now that's thick, so we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice. This is fresh thyme. This is lemon zest. Add our chicken.
And what's this stuff?
This is chicken stock that we make here. You can see it starts to make this really nice gravy sauce.
That really looks good.
This is heavy cream, just a teensy bit. So it'll thicken up properly, and we're gonna go make our biscuits.
Let's go.
We have cold unsalted butter, and we're gonna add some buttermilk. Lightly press it together. If you have a rolling pin, you can use one. So you can see these are a lot
way thinner
than what we normally do.
They go right into the bag?
Right on top, yeah. Squeeze one more in there. And then we're gonna brush that with melted butter.
Oh, look at that. Golden brown.
Right? Woo. You ready?
Ah, dish me up. Ooh, that looks fantastic. Cheers. Woo. Oh, that's fantastic. You're a BCA. You're like a buck-up.
What's that?
Best chef always.
Oh,
isn't that nice?
Sweet.
Oh,
cheers.
Yes, this is fantastic. Heather's cookbook, Big Food, Big Love, is available in stores right now. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gard Swanson. Have a good one, everybody, and thanks for joining us here on Seattle Refined. We'll see you next time.